Hi, and welcome to Basic to Bougie Restaurant Reviews, where we review everything from fast food to fine dining and everything in between.
Speaking of reviews, you ever seen the restaurants that have 3 out of 5 stars and you wonder to yourself, can they actually be good?
Yeah, it's a question that's puzzled many a great mind. But after today's show, you'll know exactly what to expect from a
5, 4, 3,
rated restaurant.
And not only that, you're going to learn how to rate a restaurant yourself.
Yeah, because as you'll see momentarily, a lot of people have been doing it wrong.
Okay, but first, let's talk about the 3 things you should rate a restaurant on.
Number 1, food. This includes taste, presentation, creativity, quality freshness,
And things like, was it cooked to order?
lastly, quantities and portions, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. Service. So service includes everyone on the waitstaff, the hostesses, bussers, managers, and especially your server. You gotta ask yourself, was your server friendly?
But not like in an ass-kissy kind of way.
Right, were they attentive?
But not like in a clingy way.
Did they know the menu and did they offer recommendations?
But not like a know-it-all, controlling bitch type of way.
We're talking about servers, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Right. And was all your food brought out in a timely manner? Aesthetics. So this includes everything from like the ambiance, decor, atmosphere, you know, like the overall vibe of the restaurant.
Yeah, and it also includes like the cleanliness, from the silverware to the bathrooms, because no one wants to eat in a restaurant with a dirty ass bathroom.
So we know a lot of people rate restaurants solely on price.
Yeah, and these people usually don't care about quality, they just want the quantity.
That's right. What do we call these people again, Joey?
Dumpster divers.
Now don't get us wrong, we like cheap eats and getting our money's worth, but we want good food.
And that's why we put quantity and portions in the food category. Okay, now it's time to show you how to properly rate a restaurant using our 1 to 5 star basic to bougie system.
That's right. Not only that, at the end of each rating, we're going to give you a sneak peek of the brand new Basic to Bougie restaurant review app.
We have an app?
Oh, we do, Joey. And this is how it works. So you go to the restaurant, you give it a rating, and then you swipe right if you would recommend and return to that restaurant, and swipe left if you wouldn't recommend it or return.
So it's like Tinder for restaurants.
I've never heard of that, Joey, but this is a 100% original idea that I call Recommender Rating App.
Recommender rating app?
That's right.
Tinder dating app? You don't see the correlation? Even the logo looks the same.
No, I don't see it, Joey.
Good luck getting sued.
Well, luckily, I patented it in both of our names. What? So the worst rating a restaurant can receive is the infamous 1 star.
It's also the most improperly and overused of all the ratings.
That's right, Joey. People be handing out 1 stars like they're candy on Halloween.
Good one.
I got a
1 star.
I got one for you. They hand out 1 stars like your ex-girlfriend handed out.
That's a little personal, Joey, but as I did find out after the fact, she was pretty generous with those.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me.
Wait, what?
Anyways, here are some real life examples of some improper 1 star ratings.
I should have said I was allergic to radishes and cabbage. Seriously, I want my money back.
The food is great. Been here several times. However, I think that one of the servers stole my credit card the last time I was there. Looking back at all my transactions, this was the only time the card was out of my sight. No way to prove, but seems weird.
Terribly crowded and unhealthy food. I ordered a shrimp roll that came greased with butter, and the side salad was extremely salty.
Same dough in so many shapes and different fillings. Trying to reinvent the wheel? Sorry, not a fan.
Food was great. I love the crepes and their smoked salmon tastes good. But I only give it 1 star for the waitress who got my order wrong and charged me for 3 scoops of ice cream when I only ordered 2. Pretty offended, actually.
All improper ratings, but here's our favorite. From a restaurant called The Slanted Door in San Francisco.
Where's the slanted door?
Yeah, that's a very improper 1 star rating.
Yeah, so unless there's food in the title of the restaurant, I don't think it's deserving to give a place 1 star because they don't provide what's in the name of the restaurant. I mean, look at places like Red Robin, Sonic, Panda Express.
To me, there's only one place that should be living up to their name, and that's
Hooters. And now for some real reasons you should leave a 1-star rating.
when a place fails at all 3 levels: food, service, and aesthetics.
And you leave with a mean case of explosive diarrhea.
Or projectile vomiting.
Now those are reasons to give a 1-star rating.
Swipe left.
1.5 stars. Now if I'm being honest, 1.5 is still pretty janky, and the only difference between 1 and 1.5 is maybe you left without getting diarrhea.
Not getting diarrhea is definitely worth a 0.5 star.
2 stars is pretty much subpar across the board.
Yeah, it's like one of those $6.99 all-you-can-eat buffets. Food's lukewarm, bland, but edible.
So 2.5 stars, you get the extra half because the manager comped your meal because he saw you reheating your mac and cheese with your lighter.
Meh. 3 stars is basically your average on all levels.
Yeah, look at it like a McDonald's or a Taco Bell. I mean, you know exactly what you're gonna get. You're never impressed by it, and just it does what it needs to do.
Like no one's ever gonna really recommend McDonald's for lunch. Hey Mike, what should I have for lunch?
Hey man, have you tried McDonald's?
Said no one ever. 3.5 stars? It's a little above average.
Yeah, everything's okay at this kind of place, but they probably have like one outstanding item, like say maybe the pie was bomb.
Yeah, that's probably the only way I would recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, like who's not up for a bomb-ass pie? Wait, so do we swipe right or left on this one?
It depends on how thirsty you are. Okay, now we're talking.
We are talking.
4 stars.
right.
These are the places we love to find and share with you.
That's right, Joey. This is a good example of like a classic steakhouse. I mean, they got good food, good service, and good aesthetics.
They're not reinventing the wheel, people, but the things they do, they do well.
So well, in fact, Joey, you can overlook little missteps, like maybe they didn't fill your water all the time, or maybe the pacing was a little bit off.
They didn't make the little dinosaur out of your napkin.
Yeah, who cares about that? Because this place is solid. And what do we do with those places, Joey?
We swipe right. Hell yeah! This place is near perfection.
Perfection.
Great, excellent, mind-blowing are the words that come to mind when I think about this place.
You're totally right, Joey. This food is next level. I mean, we're talking it's creative, it's inventive, and of course, Joey, it's delicious. This place from start to finish, perfection. In fact, speaking of finishing, Joey, I haven't wanted to go this hard right in quite some time.
I haven't wanted to go this hard right since your ex-girlfriend.
Right?
Wait, what?
Five stars. The only word that comes to mind when I think of a 5-star restaurant, Mike, is So 5 stars is everything 4.5 stars has, but to add the extra 0.5 star, you gotta go above and beyond expectations.
That's right. Here's a couple of examples of that. Me and my wife were celebrating an anniversary one time, and we ordered dessert, and then the waiter brings out another dessert and says, "This is compliments of the restaurant." And then another waiter comes up and says, "This is compliments of your waiter." So we got like 3 desserts for one. So one time we're eating at this place, and they had the best mashed potatoes I've ever had, Joey. We couldn't stop raving about them, and a waiter walked by who wasn't our waiter, overheard us, and what does she do? She brings back another plate of mashed potatoes for us. That's like beyond, like, you know, who does that?
Speaking of potatoes, Mike, this one time I went to a restaurant, ordered a small fry. They said, "We don't have no more small fry containers. Here's a large container with fries." And I said, "Boom, bitches, winning."
Not really the same, but I get where you're going with that.
Whatever. Oh, talking about the steakhouse in Vegas.
Oh yeah, okay, this is a great story. All right, so it was Las Vegas, Capitol Grill, a 4.5 star rated restaurant. Now this place totally lived up to that 4.5 stars, am I right?
Agreed.
All right, so this is how they achieved that extra 0.5 star, reaching the epic 5-star level. So it was all my friends, they had all gathered from across the country to celebrate
So fun.
the heroic date of my birth. Joey, you were there too. So, like I said, it was an awesome night from start to finish. We're having a great time. Nothing could be better. And then our waiter suggested he take a picture of this monumental occasion. which was great because none of us had thought about that. I mean, we're just having a good time. We didn't think to take a picture of this, right? So we're like, dude, what a great idea. So I hand him my phone, and he gets back to take the picture of all of us. Like, again, all my friends were there, once in a lifetime situation. Joey also there. So he gets back to take the picture, and he goes like this, no, this isn't good enough. So he hands me the phone back. Then he runs and grabs a chair. Remember, Joey? So he grabs a chair to stand on it to get an elevated picture, right? But he's like, that's not good enough. So this guy all of a sudden starts stacking chairs like he's some kind of vaudeville acrobat, right? And he's at the top of this tower. He's risking his life at this point. Risking his life. If he falls, what's gonna happen, Joey? Yeah, he's gonna die. So anyway, so he gets to the top of this pyramid of chairs, right? And he's like, throw me the phone. Which I do, but I toss it up to him. Perfect toss, of course. He catches it, boom, snaps the shot, immortalizing this once in a lifetime moment forever. It was just, I mean, like, who does that? Like risk their life to just so we have a memory that we can share with each other for eternity.
Well, I'm actually happy I brought that up. You never sent that photo to the group, though. Can you send that?
Oh, you know what? I actually deleted that photo. I was running low on memory, and I wanted to download the new Angry Birds game, so.
Wow.
So anyways, that's how you achieve a 5-star epic rating.
So now you know how to properly rate restaurants.
And interpret the ratings they already have. You're
welcome.
All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because it really helps the channel out.
And you do not want to miss out on what we have in store for you for 2022. We're going to be bringing you everything from basic to bougie.
From ghetto to gourmet.
Food from Funyuns to foie gras.
Wieners to Wagyu.
Restaurants from the Sizzler to Spago.
Okay, I think they get the point. All right, you guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.